I was about to say, we got you working. Welcome to another episode of the Cry But Don't Quit show. We're here with another guest who's going to share her self-worth challenge with us, and we all collectively are going to help her with it. You ready?
I am.
Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, India. Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here. My name is Derriel. I am the venue owner at The Exclusive Events, and I do wish one day to transform that venue into a nonprofit, multi-purpose facility for the youth. I have this passion for dance, and I have this passion for the youth to kind of bridge that passion and purpose for them. So I want that, but sometimes I feel like I'm not capable of doing such. I feel like I'm unworthy. But I know God has given me these big dreams, these big goals, but sometimes I just feel like I don't know how I'm gonna get it done, you know? So it's just that unworthiness that I feel sometimes, that imposter syndrome, the fear of failure. Like, what would the people think of me? So I just wanna know how to navigate through that and navigate through fear when I have those moments and not worry about what the world has to think and just walk through it with confidence.
Yeah, and I like this topic because it's a common one that's very sneaky, but it overshadows a lot of other opportunities to have some remarkable success in your life when you are searching for validation through what you do and you're confusing, oh, you know, I'm ambitious, I'm hardworking, I've got all of these talents and gifts and values, and I'm a woman of faith on top of that. And that gives us a license to just put the ambition first without the account to know if we can sustain it, if we can actually achieve it. And what I gathered from hearing it, you know, holistically with what you were battling with, what I gathered was that if you don't feel like you are the best at something, then you don't feel valuable. A lot of what you do is where you draw your worth from versus you feeling apart from these interests that you have. You're a creative person. You want to help children. You have all of these entrepreneurial inclinations, but underneath of that, behind that, you are searching for validation. And the worthiness disconnect from that is that being attached to the outcome. And when that does not result in success and achievement, then you go home crushed. How's that land for you?
Oh, bullseye, bullseye. I do have this thing where I do feel like I just want to hear, I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I do have my Issa Rae moments where I get in the mirror and I be like, girl, you are it. Yeah. You are her. But I still have that moment where I'm like, oh, how am I gonna do this? Yeah. You know, and I just feel like sometimes with all of these things that I do have going on, I do feel like it is to escape sometimes. Yeah. So, yeah, it resonates very well with me.
Yeah, the escapism is one part of it. The other piece is the impulsiveness. You know, when we are battling that self-worth issue, oftentimes we jump nose first into a situation that you cannot fund. You don't have the support system. You do not have the systems in place. You do not even have the expertise to do it yet. That does not mean not to do it. It means that should slow your process down enough for you to acquire the insight, the experience, the funds to do these things. And oftentimes when women are struggling with this particular self-worth issue, their finances are bleak. Oftentimes they have expended themselves financially beyond what they can afford to do to try to prove or earn that I'm so proud of you. They're addicted to the dopamine of winning. Posting a win, sharing a win, being high-fived, because when that attention and that validation, and I could tell her 1,000,000 times, I'm so proud of you, she's gonna need it again in an hour. Okay, so you spoke to imposter syndrome. You spoke to not feeling worthy of these things. I challenge you with not labeling yourself damaged or broken or beneath, because you have a center. You probably are further ahead than what you even realize, but you're so focused on whatever this one goal is that when you reach that, all these problems will dissipate. But the reality is, as soon as you hit that goal, something else emerges. How's that resonate?
It does. Very well so. Bullseye again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You know, oftentimes we look past all of the accomplishments and amazing things that are great about us. And the beautiful thing about worthiness is to give value to those things.
Yes. I think I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. I'm so focused on what's next, I don't sit in the moment.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate what I've won already. The big wins, the small wins, it's still like, okay, I have to do something else. What's next? So yeah.
Yeah, you haven't taken the inventory necessary to see how far you've come. And the beautiful thing about inventory as well is to see the mistakes you made along the way so that you don't continue to make them. I promise you that there is a pattern, be it financial, be it with men, be it with not having enough support, but the patterns show you the red flags of the errors of your own ways. That when you are on a quest to be validated by what you do and not who you are, you're gonna continue to put all these gold medals on yourself like, look at me, I'm so accomplished, and be so hollow inside. Have no life outside of work, not be able to show up for your friendships, not be able to show up truly for maybe your aspirations to be married or dating because your mind is so focused on competing against you, critiquing you. You know, nobody else is saying that. Yeah. You are the one chipping yourself apart and telling yourself you're not good enough unless you are the best, and that came from somewhere.
I didn't ask you to read me like a book. I didn't. But that's so true.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Well, one tool that I want to leave you with, if you battle that, is before you go into your next endeavor, practice looking at it from an exit strategy. Oftentimes we are building from the entryway of like, man, you know, this time next year, this thing is going to be huge. When I planned this show, I planned it when I was going to leave it. This is not something I'm doing for the rest of my life, okay? It's a lot of work to get up here, look cute for y'all, be in front of the camera, connect with so many different people. I built this from the end back. Where do I want it to be that I can truly buy back my time and do it in a way where I'm pleased with what my standards are, not with Oprah's, Mel Robbins, Tyler Perry's, you know, anyone, like people impose, they're like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. When you don't know where your exit is, then you're going to continuously define yourself by all of these personal interests that you have. You are a creative. And what I mean by that is you are into dance, you're into art, you're into children. You've made a business out of that. So there really isn't a separation between who you are anymore and what you do. And you control that. When you decide, I'm gonna get back, this doesn't get to be who you are when you're in your 80s. You can put a stop to that and say, this will be enough. This is the price. Remember, Billy, we talked about that? This is the amount that I'm aspiring for in my retirement. This is how I want my lifestyle to look. This is the type of home that I want to live in. This is how I want my friendships to look. Once you start planning at the end of what life ought to look like, you'll see how out of alignment you are now at your entry point. Make sense?
Yes.
Good? That's a good tool. It's a really good exercise when you give yourself permission to leave.
I got some homework to do.
All right. All right, well, we'll go ahead and share with the folks a little bit more about your center and your talents and all that amazing stuff.
All right, I own The Exclusive Events. It's a venue and also a dance studio in the back. We host workshops, parties, intimate weddings, and things like that. And I also just launched my nonprofit organization, Passion to Purpose, where I help youth find their passions and their purpose early on. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, and that's me.
Thank you for being here. And again, I just want to challenge you to give yourself permission to know what it would require for you to enjoy it. Oftentimes, we're very good at a lot of things, and we rely on that. And just because we're vocationally skilled, it does not mean, number one, that we're passionate about it anymore. Or two, that we're enjoying it while we're doing it. I am enjoying myself right now, and I want you to feel that same joy in, you know, if you've always had the heart desire strictly to work with kids, do that. The money will show up, the support will show up, but as long as you are out of alignment, it will be strife, it will be hardship. You will continue to have to pull and scrape by and continue to feel unworthy about what you're, or at least have doubts about it. That is what I'm hearing you say when you say imposter syndrome, is that because the results are not showing up, you're doubting whether or not you're good enough or did you make the right decision. You're just slightly out of alignment with what really brings your heart joy, okay? I want to update, all right? I want to see where you're at in a few months, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, thank you again for being here, and we'll keep in touch, okay?
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.